Shiva. Shiva is one of the Trimurti called Hindu Trinity gods. He is called the destroyer, while the other two, Brahma and Vishnu, are creator and preserver respectively. Some considered Shiva both creator and destroyer. Shiva is worshipped in the form of a lingam, phallic symbol, or as a human head, with the third eye in the middle of his forehead. Yet another group worships him as a yogi in yogic posture sitting on tiger skin, and some worship the shape of a mountain as Shiva. I used to wonder about the relationship between the human head, his third eye, mountain, yogi, and lingam. Shiva is also called Ishvara or Ishwar. He is also called Parameswara or Paraman. Ishara is a Hitti word meaning treaty or binding promise. Ishara is personified as a goddess of oath and seen as a goddess of medicine. Ishar is also thought to mean blood. Blood is the key for all human relationships, family relationships, and connects the various organs inside a human body. Shiva is worshipped as a god without any form. Blood has no form since it is liquid. In Tamil, Shiva or Siva comes from the word Sivappu meaning red. Blood is also red, Siva in color. Siva, Siva Sambho Mahadeva, is the loud chant that can be heard at all Shaivite religious gatherings. The Sambho would have come from the word Samhara or Shambhav, incident. Maha means big and Deva means genes or cell contents. Mahadeva indicates the real importance of blood in the human body. Mahadeva is closely associated with Mahamedha, Polygonatum cerifolium, which is a medicinal plant useful for controlling glucose levels in blood. Let us start with Siva's symbol, the lingam. It represents the human penis or phallus, which is a visible, external male sexual and reproductive organ. Shiva is called creator because of his reproductive capacity and as an instrument of procreation. Shiva can also be called creator in relation to blood because blood cells are constantly produced or created in the human body in the bone marrow. Shiva's connection with bones is well known in Puranic circles since he is known for wearing garlands of human bones. Blood cells carry nutrients to all parts of the body to keep those parts healthy and alive, which may also be considered creation. Shiva is also called destroyer because human blood is the main cause for ill health and human death. It is a fact that the penis has no erectile bone. Instead, it mainly relies on engorgement of blood to achieve an erect state. A physiological mechanism allows a surge of blood to fill the three spongy erectile tissue chambers in the penis, causing it to lengthen and stiffen. Erection facilitates intercourse and other sexual activities. Pituitary and pineal glands in the thalamus also play a role in this. Sexual activities occur under the direction of hormones produced by pituitary gland. Shiva is the source of fertility. Shiva is also known as Pitten or Pittin, Pitta, which means lunatic or enragement. This is also called Mada, big flow. The pituitary gland is a personification of Shiva. These depict clearly the relationship of Shiva, Ishvara with the head, penis, phallic, blood, and mountain. Not all mountains in India are related. Only the Himalayas are considered Shiva's head. Himalaya is taken as an example of human head to explain many happenings inside the human head anthropomorphically. Why is the tiger skin associated with Shiva? Tigers are said to be strong swimmers who hunt their prey with agility. These are the qualities needed for procreation. The penis is elongated at the time of erection. So is the body of a tiger on a hunt. The spermatozoa should be a strong swimmer, agile, and should reach its target, female egg, for penetration as fast as possible inside the vaginal passage. Only one sperm is allowed to penetrate the walls of the ovum, even though many compete. 1 in a million succeeds. The tiger is also attached to Ayyappan, who is supposed to symbolize the third gender. If you look at the face of a tiger, with its thick nose and small mouth, it resembles the genitals, both male and female, of a third gender. Shiva and his wife Parvati are said to reside at Mount Kailash, which represents the thalamus of the brain. The pituitary gland produces follicle stimulating hormones and luteinizing hormones out of sexual stimulation. Mount Kailash is in the Himalayan range. Lake Manasarovar is at the foot of Mount Kailash. Himalaya is one of the sacred sites of the Hindus. The Himalayan range is considered the head of Shiva with long curly hair. Lake Manasarovar is nothing but brain fluid, cerebrofluid. In many stories, Ganga used to reside on Shiva's head, who can be equated to Lake Manasarovar and thereby cerebrofluid. The Ganges flows from the Himalayan range like Ganga flows from the brain as spinal fluid. Refer chapter Ganga. Shiva is depicted with the moon crescent on his head. Ganga, housed in his hair-nest, a third eye in the middle of his forehead, a snake curling on his neck, and the color of his face is blue. Neelakandan. The crescent moon, Pirai in Tamil, refers to the pineal gland or the position of the pituitary and pineal glands in the thalamus of the brain. According to Dr. V.S. Ramachandran, in his book Phantoms in the Brain, there are a cluster of cells located near the front of the thalamus in the middle of the brain. If these cells are stimulated, intense pleasure is experienced, like 1,000 orgasms rolled into one. This intense pleasure is called Ananda Tandavam. Ananda Tandavam is projected as the celestial dance of Shiva. It is called the third eye of Shiva. Thus, the third eye symbolizes sexual stimulation. Understanding thalamus stimulation as Ananda Tandava has led to the birth of glorious dance form Bharatanatyam. Shiva was symbolized as the god of Bharatanatyam under the name Nataraj. In fact, Nataraj is not mentioned in Vedic texts at all. The name seems to have appeared in 10 AD during the golden era of the Cholas. Nata or Nada means walk and Raj means king. Some people who walked around ancient India gathered geographical knowledge about the country. That information has been incorporated into the designing of the iconic Nataraj statue. The chapter on Bharatanatyam in this book explains this. Ardhanarishvara, half man and half woman, is another name for Shiva. The tale behind this name is that Shiva was split into two halves of male and female immediately on birth. Human fertilization happens on the union of the male sperm with the female ovum. The sex of the offspring is determined immediately, and it may be male or female. But it takes time to develop clear visibility of the baby's sex. The sexual organs at an early stage of fetal development will be visible as male-female combination since the developmental process is underway. This neither nor condition would have been expressed through the above story. It may also refer to the general sexual stimulation, spongy erectile tissue chambers, blood-filled, belonging to both male and female, which originates from the thalamus of the brain. Some Puranic stories narrate that a child appeared from the forehead of Brahma, which split into two, one as male part and another as female part. This has been explained under the chapter Brahma. There is not much difference in the male and female sexual stimulation and activities at the brain level, even though there are differences in other sexual organs. It is also explained through the Ardhanarishvara story. Sexual stimulation and activities stem from the brain since it involves or activates blood flow and is the reason for the third eye of Shiva. The moon crescent on Shiva's head represents the functions of the pineal gland, which mostly stimulates the female organ. Ganga is the cerebrospinal fluid that connects the brain with other parts of the body. River Ganga is said to have been brought down to the earth by Bhagirathan, said to be the incarnation of Shiva. Snake is the representation of either spermatic cord or a spermatozoon. Parvati is the wife of Shiva. Ganesha, scrotum and testis, and Kartikeyan, spermatozoon, are the sons of Shiva Parvati. Shiva is always depicted with matted hair, which represents the structure of the brain or blood vessels in the human body. It is also equated to the mountain ranges of the Himalayas. In the human body, Shiva is considered the head. Looking at the map of ancient India, Shiva is depicted as the Himalayan mountains. Himalayan mountains, in other words, are considered the head of the human body. Vedic texts have treated the whole of ancient India as a human body, and the entire geographical regions of ancient India were shown as representations of almost all parts or organs of the human body. Names of geographical locations, nature, and activities go hand in hand with all parts or organs of the human body. Shiva's vehicle or Vahana is Nandi, the bull. Nandi refers to stimulation or arousal. Shiva's attendant is called Bhadra or Veerabhadra. He was sent by Shiva to destroy Daksha's Yagna. Pushpabhadra river is mentioned in the story of Ganesha, whose head has been blown off by the gaze of Shani. Vishnu on his vehicle, Garuda, rushed to this river in search of Ganesha's head, but brought back an elephant's head as a replacement. Thus, Bhadra may refer to tube-like organ, ducts, and blood vessels in the human body, which may be the inguinal canal through which the testicles descend. Rudra, Rutra or Rautra is another name for Shiva, and it was given to him by Brahma while Shiva was crying as a child. Shiva was asked by Brahma to be the creator, and he created an identical image of himself which is said to be immortal. Brahma was not satisfied with Shiva's creation and asked Shiva to stop being a creator and took on the role himself. Rudra may refer to gametes, ovum, female egg, or sperm. Shiva, being the procreative tool, can release homogeneous female egg and sperm. Take a close look at the Rudraksha bead. It is the replica of the female egg. The Purana states that 8 such names were given when the child was crying. Probably, a woman can give birth to approximately 8 children during a lifetime with proper intervals between them. It may also indicate the fertilized egg becoming a fetus at 8 weeks. Rudra or Raudra is one of the Natya Sriranga which expresses anger. Anger always results in the surge of blood. Rudra or Rutra must have come from the Latin word rugitus, which means roar. During sexual stimulation or orgasm, these incurs a surge of blood flow to certain parts of the human body in both men and women. According to Webster's dictionary, rut means an annually recurrent state of sexual excitement in male deer. As per Vedic texts, deer also refers to the ovum. Rut plus Ra may be the correct word for female ovum since it is a monthly recurring event in a female body. Releasing sperm is also a recurring event, though not periodically like the ovum. Daksha, father-in-law of Shiva and father of Parvati, regarded Shiva blood as a lunatic for wearing a garland of human skulls, applying the ash of corpses over his body, and wandering through the burial grounds at nights. Why is it so? We know red blood cells are continuously produced in the bone marrow to replace red blood cells which die in 120 days. The dead red blood cells are removed by the spleen out of circulation periodically. Daksha is correct about Shiva's relationship with bones and death.